Oh, so we're starting off with a bad marriage.
I wouldn't say that. Other than...
Well, you just defined a good marriage as not hiding things, and yet you were hiding that going into marriage, and now she's struggling to get accounts connected and whatnot with whatever limited resources you have in your community because of your finances. Do we own a house?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Do we want to own a house at some point?
Yes.
How's that going to happen with man with completely money?
Alright guys, Caleb Hammer thought that these guests just needed one simple budget fix until one detail exposes a massive financial mess. As the pressure builds, the truth hits hard, spiraling into a complete financial breakdown you can't look away from. Breaking it all down on Debt Disaster Daily. Subscribe for more financial chaos if you haven't already. Let's jump in.
Okay. Well, what's your position? I don't know.
They call it a DSP. It's just I go in-home for the client when they don't have a facility.
Oh, shit. Okay, what do you make?
Probably around $2,000 a month.
Yeah,
So-
that's unfortunately what I was
Yeah, it's 16 hourly.
thinking. $24,000 a year net. Okay, but you combine these, then all of a sudden we're doing okay for your area is the thing. Because again, that is not an expensive place to live. There can be an expensive city. Bloomington can be a bit more expensive, right? That's what it's called? University of
Bloomington.
Indiana?
Bloomington,
Like it
IU,
can be a bit more expensive, but even still compared to the majority of the United States, certainly not. So $3,033 from you on a monthly basis plus the two. So, I mean, you guys are making $5,000 net. Okay. I mean, with a kid, but good. And we're all combined. Everything's good.
Nope.
No, we still have
Okay.
separate finances.
Well, then how the we have a kid? We're married. What are we doing? Why?
I've always been kind of iffy about finances.
Iffy about finances. I don't know what that has to do with you actually joining with your wife.
Yeah.
Partner for life situation with a kid.
We've talked about it. I mean, I'm open to it. It's just when we went to join, me sign on for their account, they're like, well, we can't
Whose
really do
account?
that.
We went to the bank that I have my current checking at. And
Her account.
yes.
Okay.
And I wanted to add him as a joint user. And they immediately went, oh, we're going to create a new account. They only allowed us to, they pretty much only offered us second chance checking where we would have to pay every month.
What do you mean pay every month? If you
That's-
don't have a balance?
No, because it was poor credit and
For a checking
collections.
account? Okay, go to Chase. Go to anywhere. I don't know.
I don't even think we have a Chase in our town.
I would be incredibly surprised.
Might be one, but I don't remember.
But even
seeing where
still,
it's
you
at.
can open with a different bank. There's different banks everywhere.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think that would be a step up. Dude only uses Cash App.
Guys, less than 1% are actually subscribed. I will heavily appreciate you guys if we bump those numbers up. Thank you guys. Back to the video.
Correct.
I mean,
I think it's time to upgrade.
Yeah. I mean,
Chime is great as well. Don't get me wrong. It's certainly better than Cash App, but it's also good to just have just a random, larger institution just sitting there. Just sitting there.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
So when we went and they offered us a second chance checking, I was like, that wasn't the intent that we had. We don't want to have to pay to have a bank account.
I know.
That's
So you go to
stupid.
a different bank. That is what adults would do.
Well,
So congratulations. Keep coming back to the second checking account. Okay, you already did that. We already know. Very good. Go to a different bank.
I didn't know about the collections that he had that he never mentioned up into that point. And I had mentioned before.
Why? You got married. Why aren't you telling her about your finances, asshole? That is irresponsible. It is selfish. It is not fair. Especially the fucking breed. You breeded. You had a little bread situation. We're
Yeah.
doing that, and she doesn't even know what kind of money she's attaching her child to? Come on.
Yeah, in relationships like these, it's not good to stay silent about your finances. Obviously, you need to communicate with your wife and try to sort this out. Yeah, this is completely insane. Wow.
Why? Why not inform her before you guys go down this big life adventure together?
Mostly because shame, mostly.
Oh, f*** off. What a bullshit, dumb, cope-ass excuse. You're f***ing someone else's life, potentially another with a kid. Shame? You should be ashamed. You hid that from your spouse, your partner, before making a child in marriage. You should be ashamed. That's what's shameful. What? Well, I'm confused. I mean, do we just hide literally everything until after we're married? Is that how marriage works?
No, not a good marriage.
Oh, so we're starting off with a bad marriage.
I wouldn't say that. Other than
Well, you just defined a good marriage as not hiding things, and yet you were hiding that going into marriage, and now she's struggling to get accounts connected and whatnot with whatever limited resources you have in your community because of your finances. Do we own a house?
No.
no.
Okay.
No.
Do we want to own a house at some point?
Yes.
How's that going to happen with man with completely money?
Oh, man.
But you didn't know about that you were attaching yourself to. The mortgage is only going to be in her name? That's fair. That's great. That's wonderful.
No, I would like us both to have a say on a mortgage.
A say on the mortgage.
Well, both be on it. I wouldn't want them just to be on one person's shoulders in case something happens.
Okay, but you lied about your finances getting with her.
Why do I get the feeling he was simping? Why?
Okay, so what was your reaction when you heard this?
Confused, concerned. I mean, I also have collections. Yes, I'm not going to lie and say that
Well, at
I
least
don't.
were you hiding them from him?
No.
So you knew about them going into the marriage.
Yeah.
I had mentioned.
But why hide yours?
Yeah.
The shame is such a bullshit excuse. Come on. Why were you actually hiding it? Shame. You should be shamed now.
Mostly because when I was growing up, I always got yelled at for everything, money-wise. So I didn't want to start another fight when instead of a fight, I could have had a regular conversation
Well,
about
what about fight? She literally tries to sit down with you every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. She said in the pre-interview with Lindsay to talk about finances. What do you mean have a normal conversation? She tries to do on a daily basis. Sorry, every other week, twice a month. So there would be the opportune time, would it not?
it. Yeah.
Oh, shit. I apologize. You are male. You're gay. You're gay.
Legally.
You're
Legally
male.
gay. Yeah.
Legally.
We're
yeah.
legally
What
gay.
do you mean legally? You switched to male.
The gender, yeah. So I had a legal
that's a guy.
name and gender marker change. This is before they had released.
Oh, because
the
X wasn't an option?
Yeah,
Wait,
X wasn't an
What do
option.
I call you? Do I call you X?
No. That would
Talk to X over there.
it would be like a non-binary thing. That's kind of the insinuation of X.
Okay, educate me because I'm just not educated.
Absolutely. So
I'm gonna skip this part. I don't give a shit, bro. What the fuck, man?
Why do the change?
I mean, change is inevitable in everyone. As a human, it's our basic right to be able to.
Okay, so because I've been
First of all, that's not biologically possible. Second of all, it's a waste of time and financial resources.
calling you her and she.
Yeah, she and
How
they are
do
fine.
I call?
Yeah, she and they are fine.
Oh, so we've gone back more feminine. So where's she again?
Not inherently, no.
Oh,
Anyways, yeah, they're just rambling about this stupid shit. Anyways, moral of the story is if you are in a marriage, understand that I'd say a handful of things are definitely going to be equal in today's age. Back then, it was the man who would take care of the finances and he'd be a provider straight up. Now that, unfortunately, times have changed, now that the wage gap has been split into two people, now that two people on the household have to work in order to sustain it, it's best that they talk about finances together at that point. If you're married, you might as well stick with that principle. For those who are not married, I mean, why should you care at this point? I mean, it's probably obvious why some people aren't married, but yeah, I digress. This is Death Disaster Daily. Thank you guys for watching. Comment down below. What are your thoughts? We'll see you on the next one.